Hello everybody. So today we're going to be doing a message from your heart, and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate every single one of you for visiting and for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if this video does resonate and if you like my vibe, okay? So you can choose without me unveiling the card, or you could wait a couple seconds and I will flip each card over so that you guys can choose the face of your card, okay? So we have pile number 1 with this Libra stone, pile number 2 with the dragon's blood, and pile number 3 with this planet stone, and I'm pretty sure that's Neptune. So for those of you who do not want to see your cards yet and you'd rather it be revealed in the reading, go ahead and click those timestamps down below and I'll see you in your readings. For those of you who want me to reveal the cards, we're gonna do that now. Sorry guys, you know I'm horrible at articulating. So we have pile number 1 with the 8 of Cups in reverse, pile number 2 with the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then we have, last but not least, pile number 3 with the 8 of Wands. It's funny, we have an 8 of Wands and then an 8 of Wands. That's really cool. That's really interesting. So guys, take another minute if you need to, pause the video, and I will see you guys in your piles. The timestamps are down below in the description, and I'll also leave them in the comments for you. See you guys later. Toodles. Hello everybody who chose pile number 1 with the 8 of Cups in reverse, or this Libra stone, well, this zodiac sign stone with Libra on it. Sorry, I flipped it. Aquarius, honorable mention, since it wanted to come out. Also Leo wanted to come out too, because I kept thinking Leo when I was looking at the Libra sign. So first I am going to set up all your cards, and then we're gonna get straight into your message. So if you guys want to skip ahead like 10 seconds, I would say go for it. But for those of you who want to stay for the shuffling process, go ahead. Oh, because we're starting that right now. This one wanted to jump out. Oh, okay, this makes a lot of sense already. We have the Empress, oh yes, this whole reading is already making sense. Death. I'm getting Santa Muerta energy on the back of the deck. Oh, that's beautiful. The 7 of Swords. I'm already getting so many messages about your pile, but I'm not going to start reading yet. And I feel like cutting the deck and putting both of these cards in here, so we're gonna do that. So we have the 7 of Swords on the back of your deck, and in the middle of your deck we have the 3 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Now let's get 2 of these Zodiac 108 cards, and then we will wait to get your advice card for the end of the reading. Oh my gosh, your guys' cards just want to run, and it is making so much sense with this 8 of Cups in reverse. Actually, with your whole fucking spread, this card wants to come out. We have Sapphire, number 1 with the Gemini symbol, and one more please. Thank you. We have number 4 with Taurus, the bird cage. Yep. So look, I said Aquarius honorable mention, and right here number 7 with Aquarius wants to come out. Optical illusion. We're actually gonna take it. So you guys, your heart wants you, there's some definitely childhood wounds here. and Pisces, like I mentioned as well on that card. Okay. Your heart space is telling me to be easy with you. You guys know I'm a little brutally honest in my readings, and your heart space is like, be easy with me, be tender. That's what I'm hearing, tender, be tender. So your heart space is really wanting to bring up the energy of closing out a cycle. I really feel like right now it's important for you to spend time in nature and around things that give you pure energy. Flowers, plants, trees, even children. For some of you, I heard I don't like children, and I feel like this might be an internal wound or a trauma that is caused by a wound of control, a control wound, either being controlled or having a lack of control in some sort of area. And I feel like this really ties into the message that we have here with this Eight of Cups, the Empress, and Death. They're saying that you guys are going through a transition, and you guys probably already know this, whether it be a physical transition or a mental or emotional transition. You guys are going through some sort of transition, and it's really tough on you right now. And the reason why it is so tough on you is because there are certain things, certain people, mindsets, places, ideas, relationships that are not meant to come with you on this journey. There are certain things that need to be left behind, certain things, people, places that you've outgrown, even mindsets that you've outgrown, and they're saying you cannot take everyone with you. You cannot shove everyone in your little rowboat and row across the sea, because if you do that, it's going to be too much weight and it's going to end up sinking. Okay, that's just the image that they're giving me. It's sort of like, yeah, like you have this little rowboat, enough for like 2 or 3 people, and you're trying to shove everyone that you've ever known or had a connection with or ever loved, I'm hearing, or ever lost, with you, trying to take everyone with you, trying to fix everyone, trying to help everyone. And it's like, you can't do that in this part of your journey, because this part of your journey is about you. This part of your journey is about finding what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Don't feel bad for leaving people, places, circumstances behind, because there is a really big energy here of creating a new life for yourself, creating a new mindset for yourself. For some of you, this could be physically moving. For others of you, this could be moving on. For others of you, this could be reinventing yourself in some sort of way, however this resonates with you. But there are certain relationships, certain connections. For some of you, it's mindsets, but for most of you, it's relationships, whether it be familial, romantic. It really feels familial, that you need to, quote unquote, leave behind. And this doesn't mean that you need to harshly cut everyone out of your life, but it does mean that some people can't come with you on this part of your journey. There are some people that either their mindsets, their perception, their way of thinking, their way of treating you, the way that they make you feel is very limiting, and you cannot go on to this next cycle without releasing any of that energy that is limiting you. So for example, maybe this is a parent who sees things in a very specific way. You know, this could be a very loving parent that just sees things in a very specific way that you no longer share that perspective, and you no longer share those beliefs, and you can honor and respect where they're coming from, but you cannot keep on taking this energy, this mindset, this perception as your own if it's not something that you truly feel. So in a sense, you would need to leave this person behind. And it's not saying, oh, hey mom, fuck you. It's more so, hey, we can agree to disagree, but I'm going to need to do this on my own. Or, hey, you know, it's more so emotional distancing. There is a need to emotionally distance yourself from whoever or whatever is making you feel constrained. it's stunting your growth. That's what I'm hearing, because I heard coffee. Yeah, it's stunting your growth, right? Because there is somewhere that you're trying to move, whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally, move from one energy to another energy. And this energy, this opportunity, isn't going to fully open up to you until you show the universe that you are ready to leave behind anything that is dragging you back, right? So it's like I'm seeing an image of you in this dark hallway, and the door to your next opportunity, to your next cycle, is open just a crack, and you see all that beautiful light, and it's like shimmering light radiating from the other side of that door, and you're just wanting that door to open so bad so that you can just run into it. But there's a ball and chain attached to your leg, and this ball and chain is whoever, whatever is keeping you emotionally and mentally constricted or confined. And right here we have a 12. 7 plus 4 plus 1 is 12, and that reduces down to a 3, which brings me back to the 3 of Pentacles. Only take forward those people who add to the type of lifestyle that you want to live. Let's say you want to start, and this is just a really basic example. Your certain circumstances could be very much different or very much deeper, but this is just what they're giving me, so apply it however it applies. Leave this as the blueprint for whatever you can basically, you know what I'm talking about. They're like, just go ahead and say it. So the example that they're giving me is you want to start dressing a different way, right? You want to start expressing yourself with your clothing. You want to start really dressing for the life that you want, and dressing in a way where you could feel yourself, right? And it's like, well, maybe your mom or a certain friend or a boyfriend or girlfriend or something is telling you, well, maybe you should cover up, or why are you dressing like that? Like, that's not classy, or like something to where they are wanting you to dim yourself down. They're wanting you to be smaller, right? Because what you're doing in living your most authentic life and pushing yourself out there is making them feel a little uncomfortable. Maybe because they don't feel like they can do it, or maybe because they don't agree with that type of lifestyle, but they are in some way, somehow, way, shape, or form, they are holding you back by the words that they are saying, because the emotional bonds that you have to these people are making you take their word very heavily. So what they're really saying right here, and I hope I'm articulating this in a way that it is coming across clearly to everybody, but what they're saying here is, if people are not adding to the life that you want to live, they're subtracting from it. Nobody is just there, right? They're either adding to your success, your happiness, or they're taking from it. And you need to start really asking yourself, who is adding to my life in a positive way and who is subtracting from it? And you need to start making decisions based on those answers to that question, okay? Because this new cycle of your life, it's all about you. It's all about working with people that add to you, right? You can't have a team where you're all pitching in, but one person's taking, because then eventually you and the rest of that team is going to need to cut up for that person's slack, and that person's going to keep taking and taking. It's like pouring water into a bucket that has a hole in it, a big ass hole in it. Trying to pour water into a laundry basket, it just doesn't work, right? Trying to fill a laundry basket, it just doesn't work. Or fill it with water, sorry. And with this 7 of Wands, this is all about you. It's all about your healing. I'm hearing your blossoming, because I feel like you guys have done a really deep heal, or like a deep heal, a really deep work on a certain wound, and it has opened this energy up for you to express and move forward and bring light into whatever situation this is. And so now you guys are making those little changes, or maybe even those big changes, but you're going to need to make sure that there's nobody in your circle that's taking from you and prohibiting you from continuing to make those big changes, right? With the Seven of Wands, it's usually indicative of pulling your energy back so that you can blossom and grow, and then you're going to come back to that area. And so what this is giving me is you might have to cut these people out in some way, somehow. Maybe they're not able to go with you on this part of your journey, but maybe you can come back for them in the future. And maybe you can't, but maybe you can. Right? So this doesn't have to be a permanent cut. I don't want you in my life anymore. I'm never speaking to you again. It's just that there's some people, situations, or mindsets that you need to pull your energy away from right now, because your energy is too vulnerable, too soft, not too soft in a bad way, but you're learning how to soften your energy. You're learning how to be more vulnerable. And there's certain parts of you right now that you're working on building more confidence in. And until you build that confidence in these certain parts of yourself, these other people's opinions and judgments, they're going to take from your progress. So until you can get to a point where you're that much more confident in yourself that what these people have to say, judge, do, or how they look at you or whatever does not make you bat an eye, does not make you second guess one bit, until you get to that point, there might be some certain people, energies, whatever, that you need to cut off right now, because you guys are in a very vulnerable state energetically. And this right now, all the focus needs to be on you, what you want, and what you're moving into. It can't be on, oh, well, this is what I want, this is what I'm moving into, but my mom says I shouldn't do this, but my boyfriend says I shouldn't do this, but my friends don't like this, or my friends don't agree with this, or this certain mindset is telling me, no, you can't. It's like you really, really, really need to work on, I'm hearing not giving a hoot, and that's not how I talk, but like not giving a hoot, right? Not giving a flying fuck what anybody else has to say. And right now, you might not be at that point, and that's okay. But until you are at that point where you just do not care one little bit of what anybody else has to say, you need to pull your energy back from certain people, things, places. And you know who these people, things, and places are. And you know what's healthy for you right now, and you know what's not healthy for you right now. Okay? You guys are building up your personal power. So you really, like, this is you, the circle, right? The circle's you. And this is the box that you need to build around yourself. And it's not saying that you need to seclude yourself from everyone or go in and let nobody in. That's actually the opposite of what they're telling you. But they're just telling you to be selective and discerning on who is good for you to let in right now and who needs to be let go of. I'm hearing exoskeleton. I don't know why the hell I'm hearing that. If it resonates with anybody, or maybe you could look up the symbolism or meaning of an exoskeleton, take that in whatever way, because I feel like there is a way that I could elaborate on it, but I'm feeling like that'll take away from the message in some sort of way. So take it however it resonates, if it resonates, and if it doesn't, then just leave it. Then that wasn't for you. Okay? So your first card of advice we're gonna get to is 𝔗𝔦𝔪𝔰𝔞𝔪𝔭𝔰. Let's get one more. And then we have, these cards are so beautiful, and look at them. They're both closing their eyes, and there's some sort of wire or bead wrapped around them. Like hers is her music, her her earbuds, and his is like a prayer bead that's wrapped around him. Their hair is also both very much accentuated, I feel. And then we have Silent Retreat. This is the Metaphysical Cannabis deck for those of you who are interested, because I know this deck is beautiful, so. All right, look. 𝔗𝔦𝔪𝔢𝔰, or 𝔗𝔦𝔪𝔢𝔰. Change. Let's read them from the book. So first we're going to get to this card. I love to read these cards from the book because it's just so much deeper. So it says, a man sits on the ground in deep meditation as his hands work with numerous mala beads. His body and skin are covered in sacred geometric markings from all of his incarnations, and he knows the lessons very well in this human experience. The 𝔗𝔦𝔪𝔢𝔰 card appears when you have cut through all the beliefs in your life that truly hold your spirit down. The man emits a velvet green aura, and there are what the hell? Saguaro, the cacti, and aloe plants, in the background, which seem to be a part of him. This card reminds us to build a strong foundation in order to ascend to higher frequencies, realms, and ways of life, embodying the feeling or experience you want, and become grounded in the reality that you can bring whatever you want to you. Wear your protective jewelry and adorn yourself intentionally. Wow, that makes so much sense. And then we have Silent Retreat, number 67. So it says, look up. I am strong and healthy thanks to physical movement. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, maybe you needed to hear that, but that is not the one. It just has the card right here, so I assumed that this was it, but it's not. Silent Retreat, it says silence. My heart is open to receiving and giving love as I transform my inner world so my outer world reflects. Look, that is so beautiful. This is the card that will keep showing up if you do not listen. The figure in the card sits with her legs crossed and headphones on and a contented smile on her face. The heart space radiates out a bright green color, and you feel a calming presence wash over you as you silence yourself. The Silent Retreat is a lesson in physical strength like no other. You must tame your tongue and resist the need to correct, explain, or detail. When this card comes to you, it is important to see where you may be talking too much. Remaining silent will bring you more alignment. And the crystal pairing for this card is watermelon tourmaline. It's funny because they both are talking about like the green light that emanates from the heart space and his green aura. And this is literally a message from your heart space. And the color is green, and you guys chose the green crystal. That's so crazy. And I feel like what this is wanting to elaborate on, the only thing that I want to elaborate on when it comes to this card is they say, when this card comes to you, it is important to see where you may be talking too much. And they also say you must tame your tongue and resist the need to correct, explain, or detail. Resist the need to over-explain yourself. Resist the need to correct people when it comes to what they have to say on your life. Oh, I don't think you should be wearing that. You know, aren't you too old or too young to be doing this? You know, who cares what they have to say? Let them think what they think, say what they say, because you know you, and that's that, and that's all you need to know, okay? Nobody else needs to understand. Nobody else needs to be over-explained to. And if you feel the need that you want to tell somebody why you're doing something, go ahead, but don't over-explain. Don't argue about it. You're simply you, and you're doing you, and that's all that you need. That's all that anybody needs to know, okay? And I feel like that's all I have to say. And I feel like this is the end of your reading. So like, comment, and subscribe if you want more content from me, readings that I won't be posting to YouTube. Go ahead and follow me on Patreon. The link is down in the description, and I will see you guys later. Toodles. Hello, those of you who chose pile number 2 with the Dragon's Blood or the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is going to be your reading, a message from your heart space. So I'm going to do it exactly the same way that I did it in pile number 1, unless I'm called to do it in any way differently. So I'm going to shuffle all your cards, lay your cards down, and then we're going to get straight into the reading, okay? Usually if I'm going to do like a spread and then talk about it afterwards, I would just do that and then start the video, but I just feel the need to shuffle on camera. So yeah, let's see. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse, I'm hearing the song Could This Be Love? I think that's what it's called. Could this be love? Could this be love? We have the 7 of Cups. Let's shuffle it 2 more times, and then I'm going to get a back of the deck energy, and then I'm going to cut the deck. Back of the deck energy, beautiful. 10 of Pentacles. I think that's the 2 of Cups. Yep. That's so funny because that's literally the energy that I've been getting from this reading. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry if like I take like so long to like put my stuff down. I just need it to be perfect or else it's gonna bother me. And I know there's some Virgos and Capricorns here that's like, that's actually not perfect. This one could be a little to the left. Like, okay, sorry guys. No, I'm just kidding. But let's get 2 of these Zodiac 108 cards. Pile number 1 got 3 of these cards, but I feel like I only feel the need to pull 2. Should I pull 3? I say, should I pull 3? And then I look at the back of the deck and it says yes. Okay, we'll pull 3. So 1 more card, please. You guys got 3 green cards. Oh my gosh. And on the back of the deck, hammock, rest, relax, time off, pause, suspend, sleep, supported, meditate, inactive. Okay. Spirits and angels and guides of pile number 2, what message does their heart space have for them? So the heart space of number 2, please give me a message. I'm hearing that you need to give yourself time. You also need to give yourself space, and you need to start speaking up for yourself. Don't be afraid of hurting people's feelings. And they want me to clarify here that just because I say don't be afraid of hurting people's feelings doesn't mean that you need to say things harshly, and it doesn't mean that you need to be mean or rude or anything like that. It's just saying if your truth hurts another person's feelings, that is a lesson that they need to learn. That is a trigger for them because there's something in them that needs to deal with that energy, right? For example, you tell somebody, listen, you know, I don't like the way that you've been treating me, and I was gonna post a reel earlier and I was gonna say they know that you're right, but they just don't like the way that that truth makes them feel, right? And I feel like that's a big message here for you guys. There is some sort of truth that you need to speak or you have already spoken, and it's going to, or it has hurt somebody's feelings, right? Because they recognize the truth in what you are speaking. They just don't like the way that that truth makes them feel. And instead of trying to overcompensate or fix the situation or people please by trying to make them feel better, allow them to sit in those uncomfortable emotions so that they can deal with whatever trigger has come up for them. Okay? Recently, I just had to do something just like this. I had to tell somebody, well, this is the way that it is, and this is how it feels for me, and this is what it is. They didn't necessarily like that, what I was saying, but they knew, and I could tell that they knew that what I was saying was truthful and that I wasn't saying it to hurt them. I was just saying it to get the energy out and to relay the message and tell them how I felt, to express myself. And I actually told this person, it's not that the message is wrong. It's not that, like, I'm right. You just don't like how that makes you feel. And that's okay. And instead of trying to people please and trying to comfort this person into feeling better about how that triggered them, I allowed them to sit in that energy of feeling however they were feeling and not trying to fix them or make them feel differently, not worrying really about if this person was going to be mad at me or is this person going to think differently of me. Because as long as you are coming from love, then it doesn't matter truly what anybody else feels about what you say. Now, of course, if you're like, you're a piece of shit, then yeah, it's kind of your fault when people have those negative feelings, right, about you. But if you're saying, listen, this is how you're making me feel, and this is what I need, and you're not giving that to me, and they feel some sort of way about that, that's not your fault. That is not your fault. Because what you're doing is you're coming from love. You're trying to express what you need to express and tell them what you need in order for you to feel right or good, right? And if this person is taking it in the wrong way, or not necessarily taking it in the wrong way, and if this person is triggered by what you have to say, then that means there is a part of them that recognizes that truth and just doesn't like how it makes them feel. I'm hearing that you also need to choose yourself, and I'm feeling that once you speak up about this, and don't try to people please, because this could be this is definitely a message for me too. It's so funny. If you don't try to people please and you don't try to correct these triggers in other people or correct these or make up for these people's ill feelings, then it's actually going to do more good than it would if you did. Because when we try to fix somebody, a lot of the time, subconsciously, we don't realize that we're trying to fix them so that they don't hurt us, or so that we have less room to be hurt or surprised, right? A lot of the times when we try to fix people, it's not, oh, I'm fixing this person so they could be a better person. That might be what you think it is. It's, I'm trying to fix this person so that this person doesn't end up hurting me, or I'm trying to fix this person so that I can get what I need, right? Because we're human beings, and this is an experience that is about us. So in some way, that is a selfish thing to do, fixing somebody, right? And take it however you take it. This might trigger some people. This is a reading where your energy is triggering people. So my energy right here might actually be triggering you as well. For some of you, not for all of you. For some of you, you're like, yeah, I fucking understand, right? There's also a need to shield your energy right here. We have boldness, the cutting edge, true grit, unflappable courage, got your six. And with this got your six, like got your back type of energy, it's like, yeah, you might trigger this person, but if this person is truly meant to have whatever role that they have in your life and to keep it, this person is going to, they might be triggered at first, but they're going to sit with those uncomfortable feelings if you let them. And then they're going to process those uncomfortable feelings, and they're going to come to some realization that actually brings about positive change for both of you, the connection, relationship, friendship, whatever it is, right? So if you guys, what's the word? If you guys refrain from trying to make everything better and polish everything to be the way that you want it to be all of the time, or rather trying to polish people's feelings, trying to make sure like, oh, don't be mad, or oh, are you upset? Stuff like that. Like, if you refrain from that type of energy and you allow people to sit in their negative or upset or triggered feelings, it's actually going to bring about a lot of change within that person, which is then going to bring about a lot of change within whatever type of situation it is that you have going on with this person. And it's going to bring happiness. It's going to bring stability. It's going to bring more connection. It's going to bring fulfillment. Look. Beautiful. Happiness. This is like the whole 9 yards. This is the house, the car, the kids. This is whatever, in whatever way, whatever is your true fulfillment, whatever is your true happiness. It is going to bring about whatever it is that you've been needing, that you've been asking for from this connection. It is going to bring it, and is going to overflow your cup. Okay? But that's only if you aren't afraid to speak your mind. But you're also going to need to give it time. Like, this is like, look, this dude is walking on water, and it looks very serene. It doesn't look like he's, it doesn't look like he's rushing, right? For a lot of you, you could say what you need to say, right? Wow. You could say what you need to say and realize that it hurts somebody or that it triggers somebody. And even though you're coming from a place of love, you're uncomfortable with the fact that your words might trigger somebody, or you're uncomfortable with the fact that this person might be in a bad mood or a triggered state or upset or sad. And it's okay to feel empathy for that person if they are feeling some sort of way, right? But it's not okay to try to fix their feelings, because their feelings are not something that needs to be fixed. And if it is, then it is something that needs to be fixed, or not even fixed, but dealt with and processed by that person, not by you. So you need to give them the time to walk through that water, which is the emotion. And you need to give them that time to come from the words that you've said, process that into a place of acceptance and a place of understanding, right? And they won't get there if you're right. You know, these are the words that you said. This is the place of understanding. This is them going through their process. They won't get to this place if you keep bringing them back here and saying, oh, I'm sorry, or I apologize, or da-da-da-da-da. You know, apologize when it's needed, but not just because somebody feels some sort of way, right? I'm hearing you have the choice what happens and what goes on from here. I'm seeing a whole lot of flowers. This looks like flowers right here. What the fuck does this look like? It's like a staff, and a staff is like an assertion of power, right? And the Knight of Wands also has that staff, but it's also like there's so much color. There's literal flowers, at least that's what it looks like to me, blooming from this. So it's like, yes, you're asserting your power, but as long as you're asserting your power with love and well-placed intention, then this is going to bring you to what you want. This is going to bring you to the freedom, the love, the connection that you really truly desire. It's going to bring about all that you want and all that you need. I'm hearing, oh baby, you got what I need. But that's the only part of the song that I'm hearing. So it's like this person, they're capable of giving you what you need. You just need to allow them to. You need to allow them to get to the place where they can. And you're not going to allow them to get to the place where they can give you what you need if you're constantly compensating for their hurt feelings. Let's get 2 cards of advice, please. We have enchantment, celebration. These cards that I'm working with right here is the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle. Oh, and then we have the Divine Feminine, the Void. Let's read them from the book. I always read these cards from the book because they're just such beautiful meanings. Like the person, whoever made this book, right? They did an amazing job. Whoever made the illustrations. And look, family. This could be a romantic partner or a familial connection, or even friends, chosen families. Look, and that card flew off the deck and revealed this card. Transformation. I'm sorry guys, I really can't see my camera, so if anything's like not clear, or if like I hold up the card and it's like way out of picture, I apologize for that. So let's get to enchantment. Number 86. Number 5. Number 86. Sorry, right? 86. Yeah. It goes down. It reduces to a 5, which is like challenge. But then we have like a 5 and a 10 right here. So it says enchantment, celebration. The enchantment card encourages you to raise your glass, and in this glass are your plant spirit companions, transmuted into the water to deliver joy, dancing, and celebration. We know through the study of epigenetics that it's the environment that signals the gene and not the other way around. If your emotions are the end product of any experience in an environment, it is our emotions that turn the gene expression on and off. So especially if you feel sad, this card has come to you. Toast to you and yours. Create a raised emotion, an elevated environment, and shift. Ask the plant spirit of cannabis to work with you through your beverage, and allow her enchanting wisdom to be received. The plant spirit we have here is red clover as well. Now let's get to the Divine Feminine. 110, so number 2. This is all about connection. So it says Divine Feminine. The masculine and feminine aspects of you are in balance. This card brings feelings of comfort, love, kindness, compassion, and tolerance. Menstruation and birth are also considered rites of passage or internal initiations. For some of you, if you guys are females, you may have just started or ended a menstruation cycle. It says, men have also undergone their sacred initiations to be able to enter this integration and fulfill their true purpose. It is the blackness of the void, or the womb, that the seed alchemizes and begins to grow. Sleep with this card under your pillow to receive messages from your subconscious and other oracles who may be trying to come to you. You could just sleep with that intention, so you don't, because you don't have the cards, if you don't have the cards. Each soul is encrypted with a divine journey and blueprint, but we know the external factors can shift our growth. No one can truly hurt you. When this card appears, you are the one who integrates hurt into compassion and love. Work with the crystal citrine, and then your new thought pattern is, I am confident and it is safe for me to be powerful. What was I saying? That is beautiful end to this reading. So I hope that this reading resonated for you guys. If you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want more exclusive content that will not be posted anywhere else, you can subscribe to my Patreon, and the link is in the description. All right, I will see you guys later. Toodles. Hello, those of you who chose pile number 3 with this Neptune and with this 8 of Wands card. So first we're going to shuffle all of your cards and lay them all out, and then I'm going to get right into your message. We also have the sun wanting to make itself very apparent here. Hope you guys can see that. And like I told the other piles, I'm sorry if things are out of focus. I'm not necessarily able to see my camera, like my screen right now. So I hope that everything's in focus, and when I pick everything up and show it to you guys, I hope that you guys are able to see it and that I don't do it off camera, because that's been happening, I'm pretty sure. I did have the 4 of Pentacles just pop out, but I'm not necessarily sure I want to take it because I didn't even ask for your cards yet. Usually I ask in my mind, but I didn't even ask for your cards yet. So if that pops out again, is definitely a message for you guys. Look, we have the sun, and then we have the sun right here. This has something to do with your identity or your purpose. Okay? So spirit guides, ancient ancestors, deities, spiritual team of pile number 3 and pile number 3's heart space, please give me a message. Please give me a message here for pile number 3 from their heart space. Too many cards. Just one at a time, please. I'll shuffle on camera. Okay. We have the 5 of Cups. Where the hell? Oh, okay, I understand. Sorry. I'm like, where is the 4th and 5th cup? We have 2 cups, one that's dissipating and one that looks like it's already dissipated. So that makes a lot of sense for the 5 of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry. There's 4 right here. Oh, okay. This makes a lot of sense because it's given a little confusion vibes, and Neptune is all about fantasy. It's about illusions. It's also about dreams. You guys could be having really, ooh, okay. The Queen of Cups. And I haven't seen most of these cards already because this is the first time I'm really playing with them since I got them. I got them yesterday. All right, now let's shuffle for a back of the deck energy, and then we're going to split the deck as well. I don't usually shuffle the deck to get back of the deck energy, but I just feel like I should. Sorry about that. Back of the deck energy is the High Priestess. And your middle of the deck energy here is the King of Pentacles. Ooh, I really like this. It's like, okay, so if you guys have watched pile number 2, or if you guys are want to see what I'm talking about, you could go into pile number 2, and just after I shuffle all the cards, you could just look. It's in the same position over here. It's the Knight or the Page of Pentacles. I think it's the Knight of Pentacles, and it's literally the same image except for he's on the journey, and in this card he's already there, like he's at his destination. I love that. I love that subtle tie into each other that we got going on here. Okay, let's get 2 more of these cards here. Yo, my pineal gland, my 3rd eye, is just so much pressure. So much pressure in your reading right here. We're actually going to get 3 because we got 3 for the rest of the piles. I think that one's the one. An 8 underneath of an 8. Too many. Just one more, please. And then we're gonna get 2 cards of advice at the end of the reading. Rainbow. Oh, that's beautiful. Cancer. The sign. And then we have Leo, and I heard tropical. But we also have Libra right here. This could be talking about tropical astrology, your tropical astrology chart, your tropical natal chart. This could be talking about being somewhere tropical. Maybe you guys want to adventure or go someplace tropical. What is the message here that we have for pile number 3 from pile 3's heart space? I heard I need a break. Your heart space is telling you that it needs a break. Your heart space is also telling you that you overanalyze things. It wants you to feel and connect more with it. You guys could be the logical thinkers. You guys could be the ones who have to understand everything before making a move. You guys could be my human design people that have a line 1 in your chart. Specifically, it could be your first line is number 1. So you guys know that you guys are analytical thinkers. You guys know that you don't just move and jump to make decisions based off of how you feel. You guys make decisions when it feels logically right, when you can look and you can say, okay, well, you know, if I do this, then this will happen, and da-da-da. You guys, it's sort of giving me like the Fool card in reverse. It's like you have to have things set and planned out before you make your moves or your changes, or before you set any plan into motion. There has to be a plan, right? You guys are like the Virgos and the Capricorns and the Taurans. I'm even hearing Sagittarius, but that's like different energy, but maybe Sagittarius just wants to come out. But you guys are like my earth signs energies, and my energies that really need to feel like you have your stable footing before jumping into anything. You guys don't just jump. You guys tiptoe, or like it's giving me a vision of like somebody like putting their toe in the water before jumping into the wave. You know, there's some people who are just like, you know what, I want to go to the beach, I want to go swimming, and they'll just run and jump into the waves. You guys are like, let me feel it first to see if I should. Very I don't want to say timid energy, but in some cases that's what I'm feeling. But really it's more like cautious energy. But I do feel like at a certain point the caution could be to your detriment. I feel like there are some times where your intuition is calling out to you, hey, make this move, hey, do this, hey, go here. But you guys need to in your mind, there's a sense of there's like a root chakra imbalance that causes you to feel unsafe if you don't have all of the details. Like, let's say for example, in a relationship, maybe you won't jump into a relationship until you have been seeing somebody for months or years, because you're like, I can't handle it if I get in a relationship with this person and then they do something that's unpredictable, or I can't handle it if I get in a relationship with this person and I get hurt, right? For others of you, it's like your intuition could be calling you to quit a job, and your intuition is calling you to quit this job because you have opportunities lined up for you that maybe you might not see. But it's like you guys will not quit that job until you see the opportunities. And this could actually make it so that a lot of your opportunities might pass you by because you are afraid to take that that intuitive step, right? You guys need it to be worked out. Like I said, you guys need to have that stable footing. You don't just think and do with your emotions. You feel like you need to have it all figured out before you do anything. And this could actually be holding you back from your happiness, right? Look, sorry, I'm sipping my coffee. But we have the word control right here, and silencing. And it's like you guys need to feel like you have control over a situation. Maybe you guys have they're bringing me to your childhood here. Maybe you guys grew up in like a childhood or an environment where things were just sprung upon you. Oh, well, we're moving in a month, or oh, well, you know, I'm having another baby, or oh, well, yeah, like you guys were grown up or raised in some sort of unpredictable environment. And because this environment was so unpredictable, maybe it was even like oh, well, our mom and dad gonna fight today, or my voice is getting so shaky. It's just this energy of things being unpredictable, and because they were unpredictable, you felt very unsafe. And that might be the reason why now you feel like you need to be able to predict everything before you go into something. You need to have the plan made out exactly the way that you want it to be. And if something, like, let's say you have step 1, 2, 3, and 4 completely planned out. Well, if everything's going smoothly, but something in step 3 just is a little bit off from the way that you would want it to be, or the way that you wrote it out to be, you'll go right back to step 1. And so this can really cost you a lot of opportunity. It can waste a lot of your time, and it can hold you back from a lot of the success that you would have gotten in step 4 or in step 5, right? And I see 111 as I'm saying that. Like, you guys really hold yourself back from a lot of your abundance and a lot of your gifts from the universe and opportunities, because you guys have this need to control every minute detail of everything that goes on in your life. You guys are in very masculine energy here, whether you resonate with being a masculine or a feminine. You guys are in very masculine energy here, and you guys are lacking that feminine balance that needs to be brought in, that energy of surrender, that energy of belief and faith. You guys need to bring in that feminine energy here. Your heart's like, you need to trust more, whether it's trusting people, trusting yourself, trusting your circumstances, trusting the universe, trusting spirits, your angels, your guides, not spirits, but trusting spirit, your angels, your guides. 12:12 on the clock. You need to really start trusting and surrendering more. And they're saying that you will be able to reach greater heights and greater lengths when you just, oh, that makes so much sense that the high priestess is right here. Yeah, look, because your intuition, it be calling out to you, telling you this is like, we can do this, and when we do this, then it'll be so good for us. But it's like, you're wounded, the trauma that you've been through is like, but what if it hurts us? What if we make this move and then what we can't see is actually something that hurts us? What if we jump, it's like the Fool card. What if we jump off that cliff, and instead of getting, instead of having like that safe, like cushiony fall, or like, what if spirit doesn't catch us, right? What if we just fall? And what if it hurts, right? I can't deal with another heartbreak. I can't deal with another situation that puts me out. I can't deal with another break, like any type of break, whether it be like, for you guys have built a very strong foundation of knowing. So you guys feel like you have to know all of the time. And I feel like you guys resonate with being very strong people. And I'm not saying that you're not, because I do feel very strong energy from you guys, but your emotions are very fragile. And the reason why they are so fragile is because you don't allow yourself to get hurt. You don't allow yourself to fall. You don't allow yourself to have that opportunity to pick yourself back up, because you don't allow yourself to fall. You don't allow yourself to have those opportunities where you can heal yourself, because you don't allow yourself to get hurt. It's sort of like being like a helicopter parent over the child, but the child is your heart, and the helicopter parent is like the version of you that is trying to be stripped away. It's that ego version of you that's feels like things are unsafe. That helicopter parent is your wounded, your blocked root chakra. And it's like 1441 as I say that. Wow. It's like, don't do this, you're gonna fall. Don't do this, you're gonna get hurt. Don't do this, you're gonna drop that. Like, it's, for example, my boyfriend sometimes, like, because me, like, with my daughter, like, if any of you guys know, I have a daughter, she just turned 2, and I'm that type of mom where, like, I will watch you do dangerous things carefully, you know, as long as you're not just running like and doing crazy stuff that, like, you could definitely hurt yourself. Like, I will allow you to climb that ladder with, you know, obviously a safe distance between us. I will allow you to have that freedom. I will allow you to drink from the cup and make mistakes and spill the juice everywhere, you know, because it's not an emergency. I will clean it up. You know, it's not an emergency. You can scrape your knee sometimes. You can fall a little bit, as long as you're not going to get detrimentally hurt or break a bone or smash your face. I'm okay with that, because you're going to learn. You can't learn if I'm up your ass, basically. But her father is like, don't spill this, don't do this, and he's not coming from, like, a way of being control. He doesn't feel like he's coming from a way of being controlling, and it's not like a bad controlling energy. It's just, I just don't want her to get hurt. I just don't want her to make a mistake. And my perspective is, well, if you never let her get hurt, it's going to hurt her even more when she does. Because you cannot save yourself or save somebody from getting hurt every time. Eventually, you're going to fall and scrape your knee. Eventually, your heart is going to get broken. Eventually, you're gonna spill the juice. And if you don't have that experience with picking yourself up or cleaning up the mess or mending your broken heart, you will never be able to do that when you really, really need to. And when it happens, it's going to hurt 10 times more than it would have hurt if you had done it and picked yourself up and had that experience to know and have the confidence that, well, if this happens, I'll be okay. If this happens, I will be fine. Just because I got my heart broke, just because I scraped my knee, just because I spilt the juice, doesn't mean that this is the end of the world. I can pick myself up from here. I can dust myself off. It might take time. It might hurt a little bit. It might be a little messy, but it will happen, and I will get better, and everything will be okay. Right? That was a powerful message, because I just sort of zoned out as I was channeling that, and I do sometimes, but that was like a very much like boom. And then when the message was over, like, they stopped my whole train of thought, and now I can't think of anything to articulate after that. So that's just the energy that they want you to have, is like, they want you to allow things to happen. They want you to allow yourself to take those intuitive steps, and if you fall, it's okay, because you will be able to get back up. And it might hurt, and it might take time, and it might be messy. It's okay to be messy. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay for that trial and error. It's okay to not be perfect or not be okay all the time. You will get back up. You will get back up, and you will be okay at one point. But if you never allow yourself any leeway to be wrong or to be hurt or to be messy, then you will never have that experience, and your emotions will always feel like something that is dangerous or feel like something that is too difficult to deal with, because you don't have the experience in dealing with them. Your heart space just wants your love, and they want you to trust, and they want you to be softer on yourself. It just wants you to be softer on yourself. All right, let's get your advice cards. What a powerful, powerful message. Pile number 3. Look, and I don't know, I just got this message. We're not going to take this card, but I just got this message. It says Orun, joy and light. And he's so happy going into the amazing things that he's bringing in for himself. But doesn't that unicorn look tired? Doesn't she look tired? This is like your heart space, and this is you not allowing yourself to ever get hurt, always jumping over the obstacles and like avoiding the hurt. The hurt is behind you. You're carrying it with you, and because you're carrying, you know, because you're not dealing with it, you're carrying it with you, and you're continuing to carry it with you. And it might feel like, oh, I'm over this, oh, I'm done with this, oh, that doesn't hurt me anymore. Does it not hurt you anymore? Are you really over it? Or do you just push it under the rug? Or do you just not allow yourself to feel it? And is that why you feel like you're over it? All right, advice for pile number 3 from their heart space, please. We have hermetic, create. That'd be funny if that Orun card came out again. Look, this has been at the back of the deck for a while. Like, it keeps popping up. If it pops up again, okay. If it pops up again, then I'm taking that card. One more advice card for pile number 3. And then we have alchemy, choices. Let's pull these from the book. Let's read them from the book, because just the messages in the book are just so amazing. Whoever made this deck, the metaphysical cannabis deck, put their fucking foot into this shit. So hermetic, 80. 8 is all about cycles. Okay, so it says create. So this is the edible card. In the edible card, we see a mortar and pestle, fresh herbs, a fruit laid out, sorry. 2 dehydrated fruit squares are lined on the table. It's time to create your own medicine and experiment in the kitchen with different nootropics and plants. The edible oracle is akin to Thoth, the father of writing and magic. It is said that in legend, and that he has several emerald tablets for humanity to find so that they can know how to truly live. 2 of these tablets have yet to be revealed to humanity and won't be until we evolve our consciousness enough to fully integrate the teachings of the last lessons needed to grow. Listen to the plants around you and take medicine into your own hands. Take healing into your own hands, right? Don't just expect for pain and trauma to go away because you don't deal with it, or because you don't allow yourself to feel it or think about it, right? And it might feel like it's went away, but it stays with you until you consciously work on healing it. Alchemy, 78. 15, which is a 6. It's all about balance. I said 78 and I stopped at 66. So alchemy, it says choices. In the alchemy card, we see the bong in a glass case on the wall right here, and another that is free in the hand of the being. The person depicted has to make a decision. The bong brings the alchemy of the 4 elements together, as shown by the table altar beside the person. Water, the earth spirit, air, and fire all have to be present for the alchemy to work properly. Water, the earth spirit, the air, and the fire all have to be present for the alchemy to work properly. All about balance, like I said, and connect to the higher realms. When this card appears, you're being reminded that you always have a choice. Decisions come before actions, and the bong represents weighing your alternatives. If this card has come to you, commune with the plant spirit pairing to determine process. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk, and I cannot read. Obviously. If this card has come to you, commune with the plant spirit pairing to determine progress, plan the future, and find the ambition to make it happen as fast as you like. And with this paired with this card, if you do not allow yourself to take healing into your own hands, it's going to hold back and halt your process, okay? But that is what I have for you guys, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated in some sort of way. If you liked it, liked my energy or anything like that, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want exclusive content, go ahead over to my Patreon. It is in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Toodles.